I can still hear his laugh echoing through the airplane cabin. That sharp, mocking sound that made my cheeks burn with shame. My name is Amelia, and for 8 long years, I thought I was building a life with the man I loved more than anything. We started from nothing, two young dreamers working hard to create something beautiful together. I stood by him through every struggle. I worked extra shifts at the hospital, skipped vacations, and poured every spare penny into his growing business. When his company finally took off, I believed our sacrifices had been worth it. I believed we were partners. That day, we were supposed to fly first class to Paris, our dream trip to celebrate his success. I have been counting down the days, imagining us holding hands at 30,000 feet, toasting to our future. I even bought a soft cream-colored dress just for the flight, wanting to feel elegant beside him, but when we reached the airport, everything changed. At the check-in counter, the attendant smiled politely and said there had been a mix-up with the tickets. Only one first-class seat was available. My boyfriend turned to me with a casual shrug and said, "It's fine, you take economy. I'll see you when we land." I stood there stunned, clutching my boarding pass. Before I could even respond, he laughed, loud enough for the people around us to hear. "Come on, Amelia, don't make a scene. This is where you belong anyway." His words sliced through me like cold air. Passengers nearby glanced away awkwardly. I felt small, exposed, and utterly broken as he walked toward the first-class lounge without looking back. Still chuckling to himself, that laugh at the gate didn't just embarrass me. It revealed the man I had sacrificed everything for. And the painful truth I was about to discover. The flight felt endless. I sat cramped in economy, staring out the tiny window while tears silently rolled down my cheeks. 8 years of love, support, and unwavering loyalty, and this was how he treated me? Like I was an inconvenience. Like I wasn't worthy of sitting beside him anymore. His laugh kept replaying in my mind. "This is where you belong anyway." Those words shattered something deep inside me, but what I didn't know that day was that the real betrayal had started long before we reached the airport. When we finally landed in Paris, he barely waited for me at arrivals. He was already on his phone, laughing with someone else. Over the next few days, the trip I had dreamed about turned into a nightmare. He left me alone in the hotel while he attended business meetings. He criticized everything I wore, every suggestion I made. I felt invisible. One sleepless night in our luxury suite, the one he had upgraded for himself using points I didn't even know we had, I picked up his laptop. I wasn't searching for anything specific until I opened his email messages. Reservations, photos. He had been seeing his business partner's daughter for over a year. While I was working night shifts to help fund his company, he was taking her on secret trips, buying her gifts with the money I had helped earn. In one email, he wrote, "Amelia is sweet, but she's economy class now. You're the first class upgrade I deserve." My heart broke into 1,000 pieces. The man I had loved so selflessly had been planning to leave me quietly once the company was stable. He kept me around because I was reliable and low maintenance. His laugh on the plane wasn't a joke. It was the truth he had been hiding. I spent the rest of that night crying in the bathroom, feeling completely destroyed. How could someone I gave everything to treat me with such cruelty? Yet, in the middle of that pain, a quiet fire began to burn. I realized I had spent years shrinking myself to fit his dreams while forgetting my own. I had strength I had never used, skills from my nursing career, connections I had made, and a quiet determination no one had ever noticed. The betrayal didn't just shatter me. It awakened me. We returned home separately. He thought everything was fine, that I would quietly accept my place. But I had already started changing the story. Back in the city, I reached out to an old colleague who now worked in corporate compliance. I carefully gathered every financial record, every suspicious transfer, and every message that showed how he had been mixing personal expenses with company funds. I also spoke with a lawyer friend who specialized in business partnerships. 2 months later, his company was hosting its biggest annual gala, the event where he was supposed to be named CEO. The entire board, investors, and media were invited. He expected me to stand beside him like the supportive partner I had always been. Instead, I arrived alone, calm and composed. During his proud speech about leadership and vision, the large screens behind him suddenly switched. Instead of his prepared slides, they displayed the emails and documents I had anonymously sent to the compliance team earlier that day. His own words calling me economy class appeared in bold letters for everyone to see. The room fell into shocked silence. His face turned pale. The laughter that once humiliated me at the airport was gone. The board called an emergency meeting that very night. By morning, the investigation confirmed he had misused funds and breached trust. He was removed from the company he had built with my sacrifices. His first-class upgrade walked away when the scandal broke. He tried calling me for weeks afterward, his voice shaking with regret. Amelia, I never meant for it to go this far. But the man who laughed at me in economy no longer existed. I left that chapter behind. Today I fly wherever I want, sometimes first class, sometimes economy, but always with dignity and peace. I rebuilt my life with the same quiet strength I once gave to him. If you ever find yourself laughed at, looked down on, or made to feel small, remember this. Your worth is not decided by the seat someone assigns you. The moment they try to place you beneath them is the moment you discover how high you can truly rise. I thought his cruelty would keep me grounded forever. Instead, it gave me wings, and I've never flown higher.